My name is Damien Smith and I am a third year business student studying at the Queensland University of Technology, looking to build a career and future in marketing. I am currently in my final semester at QUT and have been fortunate to have been given the opportunity to undertake a role as an intern at the Queensland Maritime Museum as part of the Real World Internships and Projects program. The museum sought a creative insight to aid in the implementation of their social media marketing strategy in a bid to build consumer acquisition, generate brand awareness, and increase social media reach. I am working alongside Jane Keogh, a former QUT public relations graduate, whose role at the museum is that of marketing manager. Let me give you some insight into the Maritime Museum and its role in the community. Founded in 1971, the museum acts as a wonderful interactive narrative for the rich maritime history that has shaped Brisbane City as the way we see it today. It is a not-for-profit organisation that relies heavily on the dedication of countless volunteers who endeavour to ensure the value of the historical background of our city is upheld. The organisation's vision, to connect you with the maritime history of Queensland and the world, reflects this. The museum is fortunate in having in their display such significant artefacts as the HMAS Diamantina, the last remaining river-class frigate of its kind, which played an integral role in World War II, as well as the steam tug Forceful, which served Brisbane from 1926 until 1970 and was the last operational coal-fired tugboat in Australia. These attractions, however, serve as a mere fraction of the historical artefacts the museum has to offer the public. My role at the Queensland Maritime Museum initially comprised of social media and community management. I was given access to the marketing audit used to guide their organisational and marketing goals, which gave me a basis to provide them with the direction I perceived to be beneficial in meeting their needs. Given there was little formal experience aside from Jane in this role within the organisation, I was privileged to have been given creative freedom in generating a plan to meet the strategic objectives while providing an informed and targeted approach, utilising knowledge I have attained throughout my studies at QUT. It was in the development of social media content and scheduling that was an important component in my development as a student approaching the workforce. I saw it as a chance to operationalise the theory that I had been taught throughout my studies. As a major component in meeting with social media strategy, it was necessary I generated innovative and curiosity-evoking content. It was also necessary I worked cohesively with the team that was so tirelessly committed to creating this content. Being able to confidently justify my reasoning for making certain decisions was a key aspect in my development, and tracking measures to ensure success was also ongoing. Drawing on analytics to make decisions in scheduling and content creation was also an area of great development I experienced. I was also allowed to build relationships with other like-minded connections, which include the State Library Museum and Brisbane Open House, who aided in the promotion of events that the Maritime Museum were hosting. I was also allowed the freedom to show my creative side in creating content and develop my understanding of scheduling in a real-world scenario with keeping in mind the implications of my actions on the brand's image. I was required to show adaptability in taking on certain aspects of a PR role in my requirement to contact media outlets in promotion of the museum. Examples of this included contacting Brisbane-wide promotional outlets to promote school holiday events and creation of invitations to dignitaries for riverfire events and other upcoming developments the museum has in store. Another significant aspect of my role, which was crucial in my development, was in the area of teamwork. Having long worked in team environments, I felt this was one of my strongest abilities. However, my experiences within my internship showed me that further development was necessary. I feel I grew in this area throughout my internship and learned that working with different people from other departments with limited marketing knowledge required a better understanding of emotional intelligence to be able to collaborate to reach desired outcomes. This was displayed in the collaborations with the volunteers whose backgrounds were in museum curation, archiving and of course IT. I also spent a day with QUT TV News to shoot an article which was later aired on Channel 7 News. At a broad level, the most important thing I will take away from my experiences at the Queensland Maritime Museum is the importance in trusting the theory and knowledge that I have attained at a university level and having the confidence in its application in making decisions in the workplace. I also grew a further understanding of the need to work ethically to meet the needs and adhere to the values of the employing organisation.